I have a question, Isaiah.
What's up?
Can I come in your ass?
You know, as soon as I hit record, that's the first thing.
What the absolute fuck is up? Yeah, I still don't have an intro. I probably should like work on that at some point. I don't know. Do I want an intro? People don't do intros anymore. Not what we're talking about. Let's talk about video games again. So I've already said I like JRPGs a lot, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, shit like that. My favorite branch of RPGs, because I do like RPGs as a whole, but my favorite branch is probably MMOs. MMOs I got into really young. I started with Mabinogi back, I don't know, sometime back in elementary school, sometime when I definitely probably shouldn't have been playing Mabinogi. Things like MapleStory came into my life and I spent way too long on that, but not as much as my friends that still play currently and have max level characters. I don't know, MapleStory exists in a vacuum for me. Here's a handful of MMOs that I've been playing recently that I like a lot. Black Desert, gorgeous game, gorgeous game. I don't understand how it's this gorgeous, because this game came out so long ago and it still looks so much better than a lot of games coming out now for next generation consoles. I think it's a Korean developer. I don't know, whatever they're doing in Korea is working. Them Korean niggas going in. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Path of Exile I haven't played in a while. I really like Diablo style games as well as the sense of community from an MMO. So Path of Exile, when I first discovered it, it was chef's kiss, beautiful. And I think my all-time favorite MMO, which as you could probably guess by me being a fucking fanboy, Final Fantasy 14. That's one of very few games that I do not mind buying the subscription for. As you may know, Endwalker came out sometime in December, late December. I have not played it. One of the reasons I didn't play Endwalker yet was because I didn't get there yet. I've never gotten super far into Final Fantasy 14, maybe around like the mid-20s, early 30s level wise. But once the panorama hit, I figured, hey, I like this game, I should give it an honest shot. And I played it up to level, I want to say a little past level 50. I finished A Realm Reborn. I just started getting into the next expansion, and then I don't know. I just kind of stopped. I don't know what happened. I burned out a little bit. And shout out Yoshi P, because he's one of the very few developers that are like, hey, if you're burnt out, just stop playing. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I didn't play Endwalker. You could probably guess the second and bigger reason I did not play Endwalker. The servers are atrocious right now. I'm a busy guy. I'm a pretty busy guy. And being a busy guy, it causes a lot of heartbreak whenever I start up Final Fantasy 14. I try to log in with my character and I'm the 6,000th person in line. And of course, that's not Final Fantasy's fault. We're on a shortage all around for what the fuck was I gonna? Chip shortage. We're having a chip shortage. I'm an idiot. The chip shortage has been rough all around. No consoles, no extra servers for MMOs, and no cool tech availability just in general. So fast forward or flashback, or I honestly don't remember, whatever. I'm watching the Game Awards. They announced this thing that I've seen before, but I haven't really looked at. At first, it looks kind of like a Diablo clone, which honestly, you make that decision for yourself. It's a little game called Lost Ark, and it came out for free on February 11th. And I bought the Founders Pack, so I played 3 days early, and dude, I fucking love this game.
You are the dancing queen.
Beat my meat.
Are the fire.
Lost Ark, I don't think it's the craziest game out there. It's definitely not the craziest game out there, but I don't want to do it a injustice, but I also don't want to do it injustice and say it's a game that came out 3-4 years ago and just now it's finally coming to America. People have been hype about it and I just didn't fucking know the whole time, I guess. So me, I'm like, hey, I like Diablo, I like PoE, this is probably going to be in that same realm. I can fuck with that, I'll check it out. And I was very wrong. This game is amazing.
What kind of video are you making right now?
YouTube career.
YouTube career. I'm a professional YouTuber now. I have tens of ones of subscribers.
tenths of subscribers.
I have tens of subscribers.
I gotta say, even now, like, they went all out with everything. This game is gorgeous. The classes, they all look fun. I tried them all out a little bit before I finally settled on Berserker, which is not something I expected from me at all. I really like agile classes. I was playing Berserker, I was giving it a test run in the class tester, and I don't know how, I fell in love with it. I love this class a lot. He's a little slow, he's a little bulky, but he hits like a fucking truck, and it's so fun to play, and I just love just spinning around. And sometimes all you need is just a little bit of spin in your life. You know, if you're my age, then I know you've watched Meat Spin at some point. But they did things even in like the early dungeons that I wouldn't expect them to do. Games in this specific genre, things like, of course, Diablo and Path of Exile, they don't do a lot of camera work.
Which I'll make smoke out.
Dick.
I can't say I'm opposed to dick.
I'm not.
Oh, we all know you ain't.
Just seeing the camera shift just makes everything feel so much more cinematic. The graphics are gorgeous. Honestly, it feels less like a review and more like I'm just gushing about the game, but I am. Honestly, I am. This is a great game, and I cannot wait to play more of it. I love it this much, and I'm still at the beginning, and I know that that's kind of like the tactic, hook 'em early or whatever, but I've only heard nothing but great things about Lost Ark's endgame. So I have one character, I'm just hanging out, enjoying the story, just doing what I do, and then a little later in the day, I go back to my other character, and I just speedrun the shit out of everything because I want to play endgame with these classes as soon as possible. And you get 2 power passes once you hit level 50, so I could just take 2 more characters to level 50 and then have those 4 characters in endgame once I have like my... I'm doing a lot for this game. I really am doing a lot for this game. But I could ramble about Lost Ark forever, it feels like. And I know that's a lie because I have played so little of it, but you know, it definitely feels like I have a lot to talk about, and I think that's a sign of a good game. I think we got a certified hood classic on our hands. Once again, a little something off script. I'm very passionate about this game and video games in general, so if you like watching stuff like this, feel free to stick around, but just know that I'm not going to say the algorithm words, and I still don't have an outro, so I'm going to end the video right now.